How many Italians is too much?
You tell me, what is the number?
It's obviously a conversation that somebody had to have.
60, we all agree. That's a crime. 60 Italians, too many. Is 50?
That's actually hilarious.
40?
If they're from the same state, I'm okay with 60 Italians. All right, welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Thursday. It's April 30th, and today's episode is brought to you by Noble. I have my Noble shoes on right now. Super comfortable shoes. They're a brand known for their best-in-class footwear, and they're everywhere right now. Walking city to city at the airport, grabbing coffee, wherever I go, I see Nobles. They've got so many great styles, a lot of great colors, and they just dropped their newest daily runner, the Journey 2. That's what I'm wearing right now. It's Noble's daily running shoe. It's got an emphasis on comfort, support, and dependability. Soft where you want it, structured where you need it. Take it outside. You can run, you can walk. The Journey 2s are made to move your way. Great for going for a walk, taking the dog out, going for a jog, hitting the road, just wearing around the office. Super comfortable shoes. They are the most comfortable shoes that I wear. Every morning I make a choice what sneakers I'm going to put on. And ever since I got the Journey 2s, that has been my choice. Exclusively for Macrodosing listeners, Noble is offering 35% off your first order. NobleProject.com. Use code MACRO. Get 35% off your entire first order. www.nobleproject.com. Use code MACRO. NOBULLPROJECT.com. Promo code MACRO. 35% off your entire order. All right, we're back. Welcome back to Macrodosing. As I said, it is April 30th today, Thursday, and then we got birthday weekend coming up. Happy birthday to Mad Dog on Saturday, and then Big T on Monday.
Undisclosed
day.
Undisclosed day. Undisclosed day of generic celebration for Big T. Is coming
There's
up
not
shortly.
even any celebration. It just is.
Acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's also happy bachelor party weekend to both of you as well.
Yeah, happy bachelor party, Big T.
No, enjoy yours.
I might. You enjoy yours.
It sounds fun.
You know what's kind of wild that when you really think about it? How old are you, Big T, right now?
I'm 28 right now. I'll be 29 on Monday.
Yeah, so you're not really 29. Like, you're really 30.
Right. It's the end of your 29th year.
That's kind of wild. Like, whatever year you are, you actually a year older. Because we didn't start counting until a year after.
Yeah, your birthday comes at the end, not the beginning.
It's just kind of wild. So, like, all those people, dreading aging, you're already a year older than you think you are.
Yeah, you've completed
Dread it
that
more.
year.
Yeah, Big T, you are. You've been here for 30 years.
Well, no.
Pretty much.
29.
Yeah, but you're turning 29.
Uh-huh. Because I've been here for 29 years.
Oh, yeah.
I was born 29 years ago.
You were born 29 years ago. So you're almost going on to your 30th year.
Correct.
Yeah, almost. How you feeling about that?
Fine.
Mad Dog, how are you feeling? You like birthdays?
Yeah, I don't mind my birthday. I'm not like a huge birthday, I'm going to have a huge party person. I feel pretty indifferent about the age I'm turning. It doesn't really have a lot of juice behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I do one thing for my birthday every year, and I'm gonna let you in on this secret because I think it's important. So I like a yellow cake with chocolate frosting. That's all I want for my birthday. I don't need presents or anything. I want a yellow cake with chocolate frosting. But here's what you do. You make it in a bundt pan, and then you have full icing coverage on the entirety of the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Creates a much better cake experience.
That's a genius idea.
Yeah.
And that's your favorite yellow cake?
Yeah.
Ooey gooey yellow? Like buttery?
Just what yellow cake, man. I don't know.
No funfetti?
No.
And no like swirls in the frosting or anything? Just chocolate? Just run the football?
And see what I'm running into with these wedding cakes is they're like, okay, so you have 8 layers of filling.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want? I'm like, just make a cake. I don't need to be involved in all this. I don't care. I'm at the point, I'm just going to tell them, pick whatever I'm not eating it. I don't care. Pick whatever you want.
Yeah.
So, by the way, these cake people, you wouldn't believe. I mean,
bakers?
I'm
you mean bakers?
I'm in charge of the cake.
Yeah.
These prices,
Yeah, crazy.
You would not believe it.
I've never been more correct on a take than when Big T got engaged, and I said, just wait, Big T.
I told you that.
You're gonna hate the next year.
Do you what do you think a wedding cake costs that feeds like 50 people?
50-person wedding cake. Like how many layers are we talking?
I don't know.
You want to call it 3 layers?
They got a lot of layers in them. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna guess $2,000.
Oh, okay. Well, you're off. I mean, that's an insane guess. But it's half that.
Yeah, it's not that insane of a guess.
They're outrageous.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure that out. But
Big T, I also want to pick your brain about something that came in the news yesterday for the most part.
mm-hmm.
I don't see it on the sheet, but I hope it's okay if we go off script a little bit.
Oh, please do.
Okay, the quarterback situation at Texas Tech. What do you know about his expectations going into this season? Because I've heard that him, like as a quarterback, incredible talent, great arm talent.
I agree.
Is that fair?
I wanted him at Tennessee bad.
Now, was he supposed to be one of the best quarterbacks in the country? And obviously, we can be wrong about those things.
This
like if
upcoming year?
Yeah, you look at like Klubnik and Nussmeier from last year, the expectations were...
Well, anyone that believed in Cade Klubnik's a moron.
Okay.
But, yes, I would say he's supposed to be one of the 5 best quarterbacks in the country this year.
Brendan Sorsby, and he was at Cincinnati,
mm-hmm.
and he was at Indiana.
Prior to that,
Prior to being at Cincinnati.
When they stunk, and he redshirted.
So the school made an announcement the other day that he was leaving Texas Tech to go enroll in treatment for gambling addiction. Yeah?
Right.
And now stories are starting to come out that he placed bets on his own teams when he was at Indiana.
Yeah, I think when he was at Indiana, he placed a couple bets on them to win games.
Yeah, so now there are a bunch of questions that come out. Number one, if he does have a gambling addiction, this is the right move for him to go seek treatment for it, and gambling addiction is real. And if you or someone you know is experiencing it, 1-800 Gambler, there's also a chance that he is not addicted to gambling and he got caught gambling, and this is the first step of a PR handling of the situation.
They could both be true.
They could both be true. And you could also make the argument that if you are a highly touted college quarterback and you bet any amount of money on any amount of college games, you have a gambling problem because you're throwing away potentially your future for the short-term rush or winnings of gambling on sports.
It's reported he got about $5 million to play one season at Texas Tech this year.
Right. So if you throw that all away for like a $100 parlay, you could make the argument like, yeah, you have a gambling problem. You risk $5 million of your own future.
Talk about terrible odds.
Bad odds on that one. Yeah. But
could be just young too, though.
Right.
Could did he have a gambling problem, or is it like, hey, I got to try this shit out? You know?
I think there is part of the report said he was betting like $1 on pitches at a Cincinnati Reds game. I think that is certainly different than betting on your own games as a player. I think that's where it becomes. And
problematic.
I've been shocked at the number of athletes this has happened to. If you would have asked me a couple years ago, like what percentage of collegiate athletes are gambling? I don't know what. I would have said a pretty low number. Yeah. Now I think it's gambling on anything. I think it's over 50%.
You think over 50?
Gambling on anything. Yeah, and I don't know. Are they allowed to bet on like professional sports? I don't know.
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't know what the rules are.
And then betting on college football, I think it's certainly smaller than that, but not an insignificant number.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with the different algorithms different sports betting companies have, they catch people that are doing it. Like we've seen it in the NBA, we've seen it in the NFL, where they will like lock in on geo-fenced areas, and they're like, yeah, we're getting bets from the Detroit Lions practice facility. Like they did that a couple years ago. I feel like the technology's gotten to the point where they catch a lot of people that are doing it. So if you're still doing it, it's very dumb, and you should stop like immediately.
The NCAA briefly allowed a rule in 2025 that would let players and staff bet on professional sports, but then rescinded it.
Okay.
So they can't bet on anything.
I think that I think it's dumb if you do it. Now, is it does he have a gambling addiction? He might. He very well might, and that might be why he's seeking treatment for it. But also, I feel like if you were to design a PR response to a situation like this, where you found out that you were going to get caught for something, step one is like, yeah, let's go.
I would venture a guess this was done preemptively as a measure to see if there's a possibility that he can play in 2026.
And I think regardless of the veracity of the claim of him having a gambling addiction, and if he does, I hope he gets treatment for it. I don't think that they're going to let him play.
I don't see how they can, given that he bet on a game in which his own team played.
And the NCAA, really, they haven't had an enforcement arm in a while, and the enforcement arm that they do have is very weak. But I would suspect that if they ruled him ineligible for this year, I guess you could appeal that in court, but my guess would be that he would not end up playing at all this year.
Tell me about the NFL supplemental draft.
So that's the other question.
Does that happen every year, or only if there are like people who want to be in it?
Yeah. So I'm not a supplemental draft expert.
Well, you're a Shieldy.
I am a Shieldy.
Did you see Shieldy?
No.
That's the new slur for guys who only watch the NFL.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
There was a tweet.
Like Stephen Shea is a Shieldy.
Yes. There was this guy said, who were they talking about? This guy said, finally studying Leonard Moore. And someone said, my favorite part is you saying finally about a 2027 prospect, literally one day after the 26 NFL draft ended. My type of sicko. And this guy responded, you'd already know how good he is if you Shieldies ever watched college football.
That's beautiful. We've got a few Shieldies around here.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say quite a few. Who's the number one Shieldy at Barstool Sports?
Che doesn't like you're aware of what's going on in college football.
Who started the whole
You're a
PFT
Shieldy.
Doesn't watch college football. I watch college football every Saturday from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m. every Saturday in the fall.
You're not locked in.
Every Saturday I watch college football nonstop, minimum 2 games at once. Sometimes 4 games at once. Wait, I need to find who the ground, where the ground zero of the PFT.
Name as many head coaches in the SEC as you can.
Okay.
Are you fighting not watching CFB allegations?
I'm fighting those allegations. Yes, I am. I'm fighting them very hard.
Name the SEC head coaches.
So let's see. You've got Heupel at Tennessee.
One.
You've got, and this is offseason, DeBoer at Alabama, Lane Kiffin LSU, Elko at A&M, Steve Sarkisian at Texas.
Get him off you, dog.
Drinkwitz at Mizzou. Florida hired Tulane. Fuck. Skipping my mind. The Tulane head coach.
I'm not giving you that.
Mincy's best friend.
You can come back to it.
Okay, it was Billy Napier. Billy Napier left. Okay, other school. Kirby Smart, Georgia. Vandy's head. I know Vandy's head coach. In season, I
should be easy to say his name.
Yeah, in season, I get this within a matter of 2 seconds.
But that's what separates a Shieldy.
Off season, my brain goes elsewhere.
Right. You're at 7 out of 16.
Okay, and then Auburn hired. Was it the UNT head coach?
Nope.
Who did Auburn hire? I forget who.
I mean, I know because I follow college football.
But you're also obsessed
really
with the SEC.
I mean, I could name you all the Big Ten coaches. Probably not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you call the opposite? Because you don't really watch the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to come up with a slur for just CFB heads, that's fine. But so
you're obsessed.
Are you low key not a sports guy?
You're obsessed with boys. You'd much rather.
Buddy, these guys play till they're 28 now.
Every Saturday, you're like, time to see what the boys are up to.
And you're obsessed with men.
Yeah, I am obsessed with men.
You're at 7, by the way.
Yeah.
Are you out?
I'm trying to think what schools I did not. bring up.
We're missing Arkansas, Mississippi
Oh
State.
yeah,
Ole
Arkansas.
Miss.
Wait, did they fire? They did fire Pittman, right?
Did they?
They had to have fired Pittman. I'd be shocked if they didn't fire Pittman.
I guess you tell me.
But then who took the Arkansas gig? Fuck it, I'll just say Pittman. They didn't
No.
fire?
Yeah, he's been fired. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I thought that he would be.
So 7.
Well, let's see. What other schools are we missing out on? Oh,
I think we've established.
Mississippi State.
I mean,
What?
You don't have to keep going. It's fine.
Who's in Mississippi? The
Right.
former defensive coordinator at Mississippi State, right?
No. That guy's been long fired.
I don't know Mississippi State. Sorry, Brandon.
So we're missing Jeff Lebby at Mississippi State,
Okay.
Ryan Silverfield at Arkansas, the former Memphis head coach.
Okay.
Auburn hired Alex Golish
That's
from
right.
South Florida.
That's right.
Formerly Tennessee offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
The Florida coach from Tulane is John Sumrall.
Sumrall. Yep. Okay.
What
That one I should have gotten.
Vandy is Clark Lee.
Okay.
What other schools? Oklahoma.
Oh, Brett Venables.
Yes. Is that it? You got Missouri, Kentucky.
Kentucky is.
There's no chance he knows this.
Well, I mean, I would have gotten Stoops.
It's not him.
I know it's not him. Give me the school he came from,
I don't think I will.
because you don't know.
He came from Oregon.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Will Stein.
Will Stein. Okay.
South Carolina.
South Carolina would be Beamer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you didn't know
Yeah,
that,
Beamer,
that
yeah.
was going to be a problem.
Beamer.
Is that all of them? I think so.
Can I pass the test, man?
7 out of 16.
Wait.
How much do you want? How
South-
much do you want me to
I
know?
would have loved 12.
South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, LSU, Oklahoma,
You just naming schools. now?
Texas, Texas A&M.
He's naming the ones he got.
I mean, the ones that I got. Missouri.
Yeah, you
I'm at 8 right now.
You ended up with 8 because you got or 9 because you got Venables
Yeah.
and Beamer, even
Beamer.
though
So I got 9.
I had to name the schools for you.
Well, that's fine. I knew the coaches. The question
Okay.
was, do you know the coaches?
Okay, that's fine.
9 out of 16, and there's some the one that I'll say I should have gotten, without a doubt, I should have gotten Sumrall.
Mm.
I knew Sumrall. He was an op all last year.
So
And-
you did not. You
and
deny.
Golish. I know Golish, but I had forgotten that he was hired by.
So you
by
resent being called a shieldy.
I'm not a shieldy. No. I guess
Okay.
I think maybe the more I push against it, maybe the more people will be likely to call me a shieldy.
Like Che is 1,000% a shieldy.
Yes.
He doesn't know who Arch Manning is. That hasn't crossed his radar yet. Maybe because of draft stuff. He doesn't
Yeah.
know Lenore Sellers. He has no idea who Lenore Sellers is. Che's a shieldy. I've got some other people I'd call shieldies, but it would cause a ruckus. I can't. But there are other shieldies.
Mm-hmm. Say one that would cause
can't.
a ruckus.
I
Just
can't.
cause one ruckus.
I
for me.
can't.
Cause one ruckus.
I can't do it.
Who did you say Ole Miss was again?
Pete Golding. We didn't say him.
Pete Golding. That's right.
Are they in this office or New York?
If I speak big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble.
Ooh, interesting.
Interesting.
We have shieldies here. That's all.
Someone important.
Jerry. Jerry is a
1,000%.
self-avowed shieldy.
But he knows it.
Yeah.
Jersey or O'Connell?
Jersey.
Jack McCarthy. Shieldy.
I don't even know that he would identify as that. I think he's just
He's not a sports guy.
watch sports when they're on while I'm drinking guy.
He's a drinking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that.
He's a Corsi.
Rico Bosco.
He watches college football.
Okay. All right. That was a test.
Yeah.
That was a test. You passed.
Is it someone on
Thanks.
PFT's other podcast?
No, I mean, listen,
Yeah. I mean, Hank is a.
this is a company of shieldies, and that's fine.
I wouldn't even say Hank's a shield. Hank's a patsy. He only cares about the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, I will say I've never made the claim that I'm as big a college football guy as you.
Well, when
Big
I
T.
called you a shieldy, you tried to
Or Brandon Walker.
talk about how much college football you watch.
Well, I mean, clearly I'm not even close to on the same level as you or Brandon.
Thank you.
You guys
we
are
agree.
You guys are the top two. But to say like I don't watch college football, that to me is a slur.
I believe college football is on in your vicinity on Saturdays. I believe that.
Every Saturday. All fall.
Sure.
For 12 hours.
Are you locked into it? I don't know. Do you have more than one screen on? I doubt it.
I do have more than one screen on.
How many on a Saturday?
Typically I got 2 screens going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean 2.
And then I've got, on one of the screens I'll have multi-view.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
I mean, I got 7 TVs in here, and then I pull up an iPad and a computer.
Right. You're locked
to
in.
make sure we're not missing anything.
You're locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love college football, man.
All right. I'm glad we got
What are
some fun with it.
We're almost in May. So it's
Yeah.
almost May, which means you really just have to get through like 6 weeks, and then you can start doing previews.
Yeah. You got to, yeah.
So
And
we're
for
almost
you,
there.
I feel like it's like once your wedding's over.
Right. I was just thinking that. And then I go on a 2-week honeymoon. And then once we're back from that, it's college football season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're almost there.
Nearly there. Should have gotten
More
Clark Lee, too.
more enjoyable, your honeymoon or the beginning of college football season?
I do have a sick honeymoon planned. So I feel like that should be better, but there are some great games to open the year. I mean, what we've done, we week 1 now is we've got, let me see what we've got week 1. I know week 2, there's some awesome games. I think week 2, Tennessee goes to Georgia Tech. I think there is Oklahoma, Michigan again. Is Texas, Ohio State also in week 2? I don't know. A lot of great games, but I do have Hawaii's going to be sick. I've got a lot of good stuff planned in Hawaii.
I'm excited for you, man.
Thank you.
Big T, to answer your question about the supplemental draft, I think they do have the draft every year because there's always somebody that could be eligible for it. But it's not like held on a single day. So it varies from year to year. They will have a supplemental draft this year, and Sorsby could potentially put his name in there. And if he does, that means that he could be drafted just based on the arm talent alone. And that way he wouldn't even have to worry about going back to college and like getting ruled eligible.
Now that this has happened, I can't believe this guy didn't go to Tennessee. This is the most Tennessee thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet on this one.
Showed up, $5 million quarterback, gambling.
Do you know who the maybe the biggest name? What are any names? Can you name any names of any players that have been selected in the supplemental draft for the NFL?
Was Maurice Clarett in the supplemental draft?
Maurice Clarett was not.
He was in the 3rd round, I thought. He was
Yeah.
drafted in the 3rd round.
I don't.
One of my favorite backs of all time.
He was nasty.
College. One of my favorite college.
Did
backs
he
of
ever
all
do anything in the NFL?
time. He got drafted to Denver and never really panned out. I think he did okay, but it wasn't like his hype.
There were some rumors at the time too when he went to the NFL that he was like in practice he might not have had water in his water bottle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he was credited with the phrase, I got to get my goose on.
Oh, he never even played in the NFL. He was released in training camp.
Really? Oh, wow. Damn, I didn't know he was released. I thought he played a little bit.
Played for the Omaha Nighthawks.
Damn, I loved
but-
him, man.
But yeah, no, I don't. I hear of the supplemental draft every now and then, but I don't know anybody that's been.
Josh Gordon would be the big name I was
Really?
thinking of. Yeah. Terrell Pryor as well.
That's right.
After the tattoos.
Ended up having a nice career.
Yeah, really nice career. So it looks like, according to Wikipedia, which is quite reliable, we haven't had a single player taken in the supplemental draft since 2019.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, I don't even know that they have it every year.
I think they do. They do like a meeting or like a conference call, and they just say, okay, first round, anyone want to give a first round pick for anybody? Okay. Anyone want to do a second round pick? Okay. Third round. And then so it can be like a 5-minute call sometimes.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think so. So you can give up a pick in maybe the next draft, and it's like a bidding process on each player.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, yeah, it would be potentially an out for Sorsby if he didn't want to try to return or if he felt that he was going to be suspended. Try to go to the NFL and see if a team takes a flyer on you, which I feel like there probably should be a team that should take a chance on him. If the arm is that good. I've heard some people say he's got like a top 10 NFL arm right now.
I think he's really good, but I don't know.
He's got to play more football too.
What happened with your boy? What's his name? Diego Rivera or whatever. Diego
Pavia.
the Heisman candidate.
Yeah, he went undrafted and then didn't even.
How does that happen? What happened?
He's like 5'8" and in no position to play quarterback in the NFL.
Okay, I didn't know he was 5'8". Right.
He might be 5'10", but he's tiny. He's not.
5'9".
His arm is not. They ran a very he was a talented runner and played their offense well in college football. He has no prospects of being an NFL quarterback. And then I think he didn't even sign like a UDFA contract. He just got an invite to the Ravens mini camp, but then they did sign him after the fact to an undrafted free agent.
Yeah, he got a 3-year deal with the Ravens.
Have you seen that's the new thing that agents have these guys tweeting out as like, oh, they signed a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
All these guys are going to be released in 2 months.
It could be a 1-week deal.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what they have them doing is, oh, they signed a 3-year deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3-year
Damn, they're
deal.
doing. Hold on. Undrafted dudes are doing 3-year deals now.
But I don't think it's really 3 years. You know how that goes.
I know. I mean, they can terminate it at any time. But when I signed because I was undrafted, it's a 2-year deal. They usually can't lock up dudes for that long. Because let's say he balls, 3 years is crazy to be making minimum if you balling out.
True. So it's actually that's a really bad contract.
It's horrible. Like I did a 2-year deal and I won the NFL rushing title under undrafted. I was making league minimum, and I led the league in touchdowns, rushing yards,
Yeah.
all-purpose yards. Severely underpaid.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So if you're Pavia, even though it sounds cool to say 3-year deal, really you would want a 1-year deal.
Yeah, you should do 1 year.
If you get a 1-year deal, because it's not like he's making any real money off the 3. It's not like there's any guaranteed money that comes from year 2 and year 3. If they don't like you after like a week, they can cut you.
Guys, I don't think any of this is anything Diego Pavia needs to be worried about.
Okay.
I think
We're just trying to take care of his upside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he will
That's
be
it.
going pro in something other than sports.
Okay.
I loved that commercial.
Was that Enterprise?
I don't know what it was, but
I think it was Enterprise rental car.
That was my I used to tell people that. I used to tell them, well, you finna go pro something other than sports, though.
Like during games.
Games, practice. It don't matter. I used to talk shit.
Yeah, that was probably about that time. I think it was Enterprise, and they were like, we hire a bunch of former NCAA athletes.
Yeah.
It was like going pro in something other than sports.
What are the biggest companies that do that? Enterprise, Home Depot. That's mostly for like Olympics too.
I don't know. Are there companies known for hiring student athletes?
I think those are the 2 big ones.
Car dealerships everywhere.
Yeah. Let's get to Big T's sheet, and then we're going to talk about J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI.
It's a light sheet today because we came in
feds.
here early and we got a hard out.
All right, so Big T number 1 on the sheet. Dallas has discovered libraries.
Yeah, they banned phones in schools, and now they're the books checked out in the school libraries are up 24%.
So from the first day of school to March 31st, the district reported an increase of more than 200,000 additional books checked out compared to the previous year. So it seems like banning phones is working, or at least having some good side effects.
Yeah.
I like it. Do you agree that more places should do the Masters thing? Just lock phones out?
In school, yeah.
What about just places?
I mean, if a private business wants to do that, the market will decide if that's a good idea or not.
That's what I'm saying, but would your own personal market decide if it was a good idea?
Right to ask it.
What?
You got to take it there, bro.
No, I mean, I'm like, if you want to do that, that's great, but then people might not want to go to your place.
Correct.
Like,
I'm wondering if you think your own personal Big T market.
In order to not be able to carry my cell phone somewhere, it would need to be something as awesome as the Masters.
Okay. What about
not many exist.
Going to a movie, phone lockers, or they give you the bag when you walk into the theater.
No,
they're already struggling. They're already struggling for customers anyway. I think you can only do that if you have an exclusive event that no matter what, motherfuckers want to come to.
Yeah.
Now I do go the theater I go to. It's called Alamo Draft House. You ever been there?
Oh yeah.
Their whole thing is like, if you pull your phone out, we'll kill you.
Yeah.
So they are very strict on it. But I mean, I want to have it on me in case
Emergency.
I need it. Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But I mean, they 5 times before the movie starts, they're like, if you pull out your phone, we will see it and we will kick you out.
What about nice restaurant?
Again, like, it's fine if you tell people don't have it out. But taking it, if you're taking it, it's got to be something cool.
Not taking it, but you're not allowed to have it out. Like, if you take your phone out at the table, the manager will stop by and will say, "Sir, put that away."
But see, I have a problem with authority because I think that's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want you telling me.
But if you're going to this restaurant,
let people decide on their own.
You're opting in to.
I understand
the no phones environment.
That's why I probably wouldn't go.
You probably wouldn't. Okay, so that's the market. That's the Big T market.
Like, and I think that's a great idea. Go to dinner with your wife, whatever, and have no phones.
Yeah.
But that's you can't tell me.
Mm-hmm. What about
here's the movie goer stats? If you guys are interested. Adults under 50 are more likely to attend, with 2/3 of those aged 18 to 29 attending in the past year, compared to only 39% of those 65 and older. Upper income Americans have the highest attendance rate, 64%, compared to lower income adults, 43%, which makes sense because it should be expected. Like it'd be the food. That's how you get people to stay is the food. Ethnicity. Hispanic adults, 59%, reported the highest attendance, followed by white, 53%, and black, 49%. We fucking up.
You a movie guy?
I am actually. I do be going. I feel like it's like the last little bit of my youth that I'm trying to cling to. It feels good when a dope movie comes out to, go see it. Go see it on the big screen.
I'm surprised that younger people go more than old people.
Yeah, that was surprising.
I feel like old people love movies.
I think streaming is just the convenience of it.
Yeah.
Just.
Well, that's another reason. Like, more young people stream stuff, so I would think they don't go to the theater as often.
Right. I don't know. I don't know what the sample size is as well. This is a Pew Research poll, actually.
I enjoy a nice theater, but I can't go to one that was like it is in 2005 with the stadium seating. It's got to have recliners.
Yeah. Got to
have like good food.
Mm-hmm.
But in that situation, I like a theater.
And I always bring a burner too. I'd be nervous. Colorado got me.
Don't say that.
I get nervous. I don't go to the movies like that because I get nervous. I do not have something to bring with me like that. But I can't do movies very often because I get so anxious.
I don't trust that shit because it'd be a regular worker, like he'd just be walking in bringing somebody food. I'm like, what's this nigga like? What's up with this dude?
I am hyper aware in movie theaters, and it kind of bugs me out sometimes.
But when you got the burner though, like it make you feel a little bit better. It's your Second Amendment right. I don't think you can bring it in the movie theaters, but
Correct.
But then
still,
then your
They don't know.
movie experience is like ruined because you're worried about a mass shooting happening.
I already am worried about a mass shooting. I just know that now that I got the burner,
Okay, but I
it's
don't.
less likely that. Well, you gotta get you one. Gotta get you some.
That's what I'm
Get you
saying.
some side action.
I don't
man.
think I need all that.
Until you do.
It's all saying rather be caught with it than caught without one.
Facts.
I don't think Mad Dog is the one that needs to. I don't think you guys need me with that. But I get so nervous in like movie theaters are.
Shoot an unsuspecting.
Yeah, I don't
patron.
think we need that.
Myself on accident.
Yeah, like I don't think I'm equipped.
There
But-
is one gun manufacturer that might happen, but
Yeah, but
What's this?
there's a SIG gun that has had some issues firing on its own.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
Yeah, it's the P320. If you look it up, there are several reported incidents of the gun firing without the trigger being pulled.
P320.
And doesn't it have like a hair trigger on it too? Like if you just touch it, like it's such a light amount of pressure that's required to shoot.
No, it's just I believe the trigger's flat on it, but it's most people didn't believe it until I think recently there was a guy in the Air Force that it happened to.
Mm-hmm.
And then people were like, well, he probably knows what he's doing with a firearm. So
So yeah, probably.
it seems like there might be some sort of issue.
That'd be the one thing that if you're designing a gun, you'd want to test, right?
Yeah, I would say that would be probably number one on my list is
Yeah.
that it only fires when I tell it to.
Yeah, that's the kind of the point of having a gun. You don't want
Yeah.
a gun that goes rogue.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not like a super lib when it comes to guns. Like it's whatever. I don't think we should have them, but if we got them, we got them. I ain't tripping. But there was a gun I saw the other day. That I was like, come on, though. Who the fuck needs this? It was a shotgun that's like.
This means it's about to be
Automatic.
sick as fuck.
You said what?
Nothing. I said this means it's about to be sick as fuck.
Bruh, it was a shotgun that you just hold the trigger and it goes. Doo, doo, doo. Who the fuck needs that? Like nobody needs that. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Who needs? What is it? Semi-automatic?
Well, no, that would
Or
be
is it
automatic.
That'll be automatic. Automatic. Is that automatic shotgun though? That's crazy.
Is that legal?
dog.
It can't be.
I don't know, man. It was stupid. I was like, yo, nobody needs this shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. And now that I'm thinking about it, could be AI. But that shit
could
was
be
crazy.
Fully automatic shotguns are legal in the U.S., but are heavily restricted as machine guns under the National Firearms Act.
There you go.
Ownership requires ATF approval, a $200 tax stamp, and registration. And they have to be made before May 19th, 1986.
Like, you don't need that, dog. Nobody needs that. Shit was wild.
I don't know that I've
But
ever
come
seen
on,
an
dog.
automatic shotgun. Was it AI? Did you get AI'd?
There's no way. It was like weeks ago when I saw it. There's no.
I've seen it in
telling.
Call
I
of
don't
Duty.
think. I don't think so.
It
It
says
looked-
they
it looked-
exist. I've just never seen one.
Yeah, it didn't trigger my radar didn't go up. You know, so I'm pretty keen. I ain't boomer-esque when it comes to the internet. I'm pretty savvy. on
I
the
got
internet, dog.
got by one the other day. Well, I don't think it was AI. I think it was just an edited video.
Yeah.
But it was this freshman in high school quarterback who was just throwing the most perfect ball
Yeah,
you've
I
ever
saw
seen.
that.
Did you
Yeah.
see that?
A lot of people got caught by that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I guess they were cutting after the throw and then putting in something. I don't know, but it was not 100%.
It's computer enhanced.
Yeah.
The zooms were too perfect on the ball. Like
Yeah.
right as the ball jumped out of his hand.
Yeah.
Everyone gets got though. It happens.
I mean, it's only going to get worse.
Arian, I've got some shocking news for you.
Lay it on me, big dog.
You and Jack Posobiec
I
share a
definitely know
brain.
who that is.
You guys share a brain.
I'm
you guys,
fascinated to hear what
you
this
guys
is.
are in lockstep
What?
about a take. Yeah.
What could
Jack
this be?
hmm
I have
Jack
no idea.
Posobiec. Who is this cat? I don't know who this
A
is.
right wing guy. He's a big Pizzagate guy.
He's a guy with whom I can't imagine you share any opinions, so I'm fascinated to know
do
what
it.
this is.
One of our nation's largest culture war enthusiasts.
Oh,
Okay, so right wing pundit. Okay, lay it
Yep.
on me.
Michael Jackson was the only one Hollywood called a pedo, because he was the only one who wasn't.
Whoa.
Wow.
Jack Posobiec. Arian Foster.
broken clocks right twice a day, dog. I will go to town with anybody who wants to debate me on Michael Jackson. Anybody, dog. I believe.
Have you seen the new movie?
I have not. My kids are hounding me about it. We probably gonna go this weekend.
It's supposed to be terrible.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't heard many good things.
I
about
mean,
it.
there just aren't many good biopics. The only really good biopic that I was like, hey yo, was two. I'm sorry, there's two. Malcolm X, that shit was crazy dope with Denzel, and then Ray Charles with Jamie Foxx. That shit, them two were like unreal, amazingly done. The acting was incredible. The script was dope. Everything was fire. Other than that, they've all been kind of meh. All of them are kind of whack. So I'm not expecting too much. My oldest daughter did go see it with her homegirls, and she texted me like, he really was the GOAT. I'm like, absolutely he was.
Michael is a very bad movie with very good music that Antoine Fuqua deploys to disguise the fact that Michael is a very bad movie.
It's fine. I'm not expecting much. I know everything about him already, so I ain't gonna find out nothing I don't know. So yeah, shout out to that right wing dude for seeing the truth, for seeing the light. Yeah.
There's also there's a big debate going on amongst the right regarding a movie that's coming out on May 1st, actually, this weekend.
What it is?
It's Animal Farm.
Oh,
animated version of Animal Farm is coming out. Yeah. The literary classic written by George Orwell comes out on Friday.
They fucking love that guy.
It debuted
so Orwellian.
It debuted back in June 2025, and they finally found a distribution partner. And the partner that's distributing it has tried to engage several people on the right to do advertising for the film. And some have said yes, some have said no. I saw Riley Gaines tweeted out about it yesterday, saying it's a great film with a great message about how Marxism will never win. And then Tim Pool is very woke to what Riley Gaines is saying about it, and he's upset with her that she's taking money from the studio. And in fact, this is the new Animal Farm is a revisionist piece of leftist garbage. So there's there's a lot of discussion, a lot of really thought-provoking discussion and debate going on amongst the influencers, trying to figure out exactly whether or not Animal Farm is woke or not. To be honest, that's great promotion for them. I did not know that Animal Farm was coming out this weekend until I saw them talking about it.
You know what else is? Not to derail your point, but a classic in our time. Lord of the Flies, a remake of Lord of the Flies is coming out on Netflix.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Who's in it? Do you know?
Bunch of little kids, dog. I don't know them niggas.
I'm looking at the cast of Animal Farm. It's a pretty good cast, actually. So Seth Rogen plays Napoleon. We've got Kieran Culkin, who plays Squealer. Glenn Close is in it. Steve Buscemi. Laverne Cox.
Napoleon was the pig, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yep. Woody Harrelson. Yeah, good cast.
Anti-vaxxer, but I love Woody.
Me too. I love that guy. But yeah, people are debating about what the message of Animal Farm was and whether or not the new adaptation stays true to that, or if it evolves into political commentary. If they made George Orwell get political.
There's no way they say that.
There's probably no person in American literary history that's as political as George Orwell. The man,
that's what I'm saying.
The man went overseas to fight in the Spanish Civil War out of conviction. Like, that's pretty fucking political.
All of his shit was political.
Very political. That's all he wrote about, especially after he got back.
Comedy.
Yeah. Orwellian is a cool word, though. I think about that. Like, if it wasn't so cool sounding to say stuff was Orwellian, would people say it? I think they'd probably just say dystopian instead, but Orwellian sounds like, yeah, it sounds way cooler.
It's gonna be interesting, the remake. I'm gonna watch it.
Lord of the Flies?
No, I was talking about the
Animal Farm?
Animal Farm.
Yeah. Well, it's out this weekend.
I'm a
Has that been a movie before?
I'm sure they probably tried to make it into a movie. Not that
What,
I haven't
Animal Farm?
seen it.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, absolutely. It was like I think it was like a little not animated, but like they had like live action like animals, but it was like fake. Of course, obviously, but like it was like a real one. If I think so. Let me see.
Seeing there's one from 1954.
They did a live action
There was one-
Animal Farm in 1950. I got to see that. That was probably trash.
Well, it's a cartoon.
Oh. I was thinking it was like Mr. Ed.
Nah. Yeah,
When was the book
Nin-
written?
1999. Yep, that's what I thought. Napoleon.
Yeah, when did the book came out?
1945.
45.
I didn't know it was that old.
Oh yeah. One of our greatest allegories. Today's episode of Macrodosing is brought to you by Shady Rays. Quick question: how do these Shady Rays look the same?
Make Big T look.
Big T, how do they look on you? Aggressive, assertive.
To
Ready.
a-
You look ready.
2 adjectives I would like to be described as.
You look ready for the summertime. The quality is super high on the Shady Rays. I've got another pair right here. Just as high as the quality $200 sunglasses I used to buy, but I'm not exaggerating. They do feel every bit as quality as solid as the big dogs out there on the market. Now, Shady Rays is one of the big dogs. Like I said, I spent hundreds of bucks on Shady Rays the other week. Stocked up for the summertime. I'm excited. I've got some great shades. The crazy part, they're premium shades, and they also have the best replacement guarantee in the business. If you drop them in the ocean, if you lose them off the dock, if you sit on them, if they break, if you just leave them on a plane, if you leave them in a car, Shady Rays will replace them for you. Even if you break them day one, they're going to replace them. If you're outside, you need shades that actually perform. Go to shadyrays.com, grab a pair, get sunglasses that have the best lost and broken protection in the biz. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Go to shadyrays.com. Use code MACRO, 40% off 2 or more polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people with Shady Rays. Great sunglasses. I truly wear Shady Rays every single day. Absolutely love them. I think you will too. I spend my money on them. That's the highest compliment I can give to a brand out there. Check it out. All right, we're back. Do we want to jump into some J. Edgar? Or is there anything else? Arian, you got anything on your mind?
I almost quit golf again yesterday.
Oh, no. What happened?
I was playing at probably my favorite course in Houston. It's called Lochinvar. And I'm fucking rolling, dog. Rolling. I'm 2 over through 9. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was about to have a nice, and mind you, we play from the tips. This is a hard course. It's a good course. Like, I'm moving. I'm like 70 in sight again. End up getting a double. That's fine. I can rebound. I end up getting a double. So I shoot 40 on the front 9, right? Which is I'm in line for 80, that'll be a good day. And then the next hole, I go double, triple, bogey. And it's just so fucking like, fuck this game, dog. Like, fuck this game. Like, I almost quit. I held it together. I kept my composure and I shooting 84, which is a good score. But it's just, this game is just, what the fuck?
You'll never quit, though.
I know, dog. It's that I'm in an abusive relationship, dog, and I love her.
You'll be playing this shit for 40 years.
I know, and she gonna be beating my ass, and I'm gonna tell her it's me, it's not her.
I played with a guy last summer, just a random guy. I forget exactly how old he was, in his 80s, And the one of the other guys that we were playing with was like, yeah, he broke his back last year, and he's not supposed to be playing golf, and his wife doesn't know, but he comes out here still like 4 times a week, and
That's
she
a love
thinks he's
story right
somewhere
there.
else.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, man, it's just one of them games, dog. But I seriously thought I had 7 pars in a row. That was my record. I was balling. Everything was working, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. You ever just lose your swing thought in the middle of the round? Like, what the fuck was that? Yeah, just I don't know. Nonetheless, I have a tee time today.
There you go, and you'll go out there. You'll hit that shot, and you'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
You'll be so back.
How many days a week do you play?
Weather permitting,
Yeah.
every fucking day.
Love
Every
it.
fucking day. Like if I don't got something going on with my kids and stuff, I'm really excited. My son locked in. This is my oldest son. He's gonna turn 13 in like 7 days. He's like, hey, I need to come live with you for 3 months straight. Like no going back and forth. Cause he wants to train for basketball. Like he wants to lock the fuck in. I'm like, there you go. Now you're getting it. I love it. It's nothing better when your kids choose that. Not for like, he loves his mom, whatever, but he just knows like, yo, I got to lock the fuck in. And I'm excited for that. So like I'm gonna take like 3 months and we going like I'm gonna really train him like the shit that my dad put me through. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited about that. It's like a little project. It's gonna be really fun.
Well, good luck. I hope that you go out there and you first hole immediately. You're like, I'm back. First shot.
Oh, I mean, I'm back right now. I'm never gonna quit this stupid fucking game. But I almost be like, it's really just like, am I gonna throw a club in the water today or not? It's basically what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The good thing is though, my putting has been unreal lately. Like, I'm locked in. Like I haven't 3-putted in like 2-3 rounds. Like it's getting scary with the putter. It's just right now my short game, aside from putting, is just killing me right now.
We
Like
talking
if my short game was my regular short game, I'm cracking 70 every time I go out there. I mean, so I'm cracking 80 every time I go out there. But it's like I'll just do stupid shit. I'll duff it all. It's just I don't know. I'm gonna figure this shit out though. Maybe not.
Yeah, why is it that sometimes you go out there and you like your short game has been really good, but then one day you just hit everything thin?
I don't know about thin. That's a low point issue. But for me, why my shit don't, it's because I'll be in between swing thoughts for everything else, and they're all different. They're different shots. Your driver's different than your woods and your hybrids. Those woods and hybrids are different than your irons. Your irons are different than your wedges. They're all different shots.
Mm-hmm.
And so like sometimes like when you correct something and you start hitting that good, that fucks with the other thing. And you have to go back to how you was doing that, but that might fuck with the thing that you just corrected. It's just a lot of different shit. Like my sand out of the bunker has been costing me. But yesterday I spent about an hour and a half after the round to correct it, and I did. And now I feel like I'm very confident out of it. We'll see what that fucks up today, though. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I do find that on the days where everything else is broken, but my short game is really good, I typically shoot like not bad, a pretty average round.
It's the if I was to like if somebody was like starting out golf, that's the advice I would give them. Get your short game. Just work on your short game. That shit is the difference between like a 95 and an 85. Dead ass. Like it will change your round. Short game is everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to work on the drives, and then I get it, but short game will change your golf game.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys want to talk about J. Edgar and the feds, the FBI?
Alphabet boys.
The G-men. That's what they called them back in the day, the FBI agents.
Really?
They called
Really?
them the G-men, yeah, because they were like super clean cut, and there was like a certain type of person. I guess you could compare him to was it Mr. Anderson in the Matrix movies?
I haven't seen
Yeah,
that.
you haven't seen shit. But yeah, like clean cut, shaven, short hair, buttoned up. goody two shoes kind of guys. They were called the G-men, and that
Didn't know
was
that.
that was J. Edgar Hoover's preferred type of dude that he would hire. But Hoover worked for the predecessor to the FBI, the Bureau of Investigations, and he worked for them going back actually to World War I. So people were getting drafted and going overseas and fighting. He had a family to take care of. He was like the breadwinner, even as like a younger kid in his family. So he decided to get a government job, because if you got a government job back then, you didn't have to go into the draft and then have to go into the service. So he started working for the Bureau of Investigation, and he had like I don't know if you call it like survivor's guilt, but he was always compensating for not having been in World War I when everybody else had to go over there. So he decided to make the Bureau of Investigations almost like he was going to make it almost like a branch of the military. Like he would do a bunch of armed raids, and they would be structured very similar to the military. And it was his way of kind of coping for the fact that he did not go serve in the Great War, as they called it at the time. So he was named head of the entire agency in 1924, and he was 29. And then it got changed to being the FBI in 1935, and he was the first director of the FBI. And he a controversial guy. He started a lot of the programs that they use to this day, like some good stuff and some bad stuff. So like, you want to do good stuff first or bad stuff first?
Good,
Well,
because
the
it's
good news or the
probably
bad
quicker.
news?
Yeah, the good news is probably quicker. That's fair. So he started like the National Fingerprint Registry, and he made like a central depository for like different types of crimes, learning about different motives and ways that different crimes were committed, so that there was a central place people could study, they could gather data and figure out how to better.
Big T, what do you
combat
feel
them.
about that?
About a national fingerprint registry?
Yeah.
Well, so you're not in it until you do something where you have to be, right?
Yeah.
So,
Or if there are some people that are unfairly arrested for things. And
Well, hold on. Don't you have to do it when you get your driver's license?
I don't think that goes to the FBI though.
I don't think so.
I don't think I had to give my fingerprint when I got my license.
Am I tripping?
I think you only get put in it if you get arrested or you take a job that requires it. I'm not sure on all the,
I think it's everyone that gets arrested.
but it's more than that too, I think. I think there are some jobs.
So some states do. Some states do. That is a state thing. In Texas, you do.
Interesting. But there are plenty of people who aren't in it. So I don't know. I mean, if you get arrested, I guess it makes sense that they would need your fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
Although I would be fine saving that for if you get convicted of a crime.
Yeah, but that's not the case. If you get arrested, they fingerprint you. That goes to the FBI. I also think if you like buy a firearm and like you have to give your fingerprints for it for a background check, I think that goes to the FBI in case they find evidence down the line that there's fingerprints on a gun or something like that.
I don't know that you have to do that. You do not have to provide fingerprints to buy a gun in most of the U.S.
What about the states that you do though?
Fingerprints are required for specific items like machine guns or in states with strict licensing, such as Illinois for FOID renewals, certain applications, and some New Jersey permits.
Yeah, so I wonder how much of that is shared with the FBI then.
I'm sure all of it.
But yeah, so they have the largest collection of fingerprints in the United States. So if they get brought in to help investigate a crime, they're typically the ones that would be able to do the best in terms of matching up prints. They've got a national forensic laboratory too. So when you hear like local police departments be like, we need more resources, we're calling in the FBI, that means that they bring in those highly trained, hopefully, federal agents to help the smaller ones assist with their the investigation. So I guess I think that's a good thing, right? I think it's good to have people that in theory should be better at tracking down criminals.
I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I should think about it.
They still haven't found that kidnapper in Arizona yet.
What kidnapper? Who got
Nancy
kidnapped?
Guthrie.
Nancy Guthrie, yeah.
I don't remember this story.
The host of the Today Show, her mom.
Oh, yeah. That's still open?
Brother,
Yeah.
they got nothing.
Just
Damn.
kind of morbidly fascinating.
Oh, is she dead now then? She gotta be dead
Oh,
now,
Well,
right?
she's
yeah.
been dead the whole time.
But they don't know where
was-
she is, who took her, anything. And it happened in January.
Yeah, okay, now I remember.
And they have ring
Wow.
camera footage.
Well, he's wearing a mask, right?
But still, they have something.
Kidnapping old ladies is crazy work.
Yeah.
Like it's
Mhm.
I mean, kidnapping anybody's pretty crazy. But like old people, like, yo, I'm gonna take this 80-year-old. Like what?
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
shit is wild, dog.
If you think about it, though, I think the only way you can get away with a crime these days is if it's just totally random, like someone you've never met before,
Think so.
that you have no connection to, and you just randomly go. Now, and even then, I have to imagine it's remarkably difficult. But so, like, kidnapping an old woman and, like, robbing her, I guess, in a way does seem like something that if you were to get away with something, like, if they don't have it, if they have no idea who it is, like, you know, it's not somebody that knew her or anything.
And you're not advocating for this, clearly.
Of course not.
Yeah. Just sounded really like
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
maybe.
like, if you kill
you're
someone
right.
you know, they're gonna find you in a
which
day.
are most murders are proximity and
Yeah.
somebody you know, usually the case.
Right.
Yeah.
I-
Shout out to Mama Guthrie.
I don't think it's possible to get away with too many crimes if you know the person at all. And even let's say this person didn't know the grandma. So many different like red light cameras, toll booth cameras, license plate readers, neighbors, ring cameras, like cell phone evidence. There's just so much stuff that they have to have, right? I have no idea how anyone can get away with it for this long.
That's another thing. A lot of these murderers, they be keeping their phones on them, and they can ping you, doggy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are Big T, if you are to murder somebody,
Stop.
make sure you don't know them, and make sure you don't have your phone on you.
I can't go to jail.
I mean-
I could never.
Even if you turn your phone off, they can use that as evidence too.
Just leave it on and keep it in the house.
Yeah, they were. Wasn't that one of the ones in the Idaho murders? Like he turned his phone off, I think, the night of the murder.
I thought they had him close. Like they.
Man's went 0 dark 30.
Yeah, they did. They had him close, and then I think he turned his phone off.
Mm.
And they can use that as evidence if there's like a pattern. The only time that you've turned your phone off is like at the exact time that this happened. They can be like, well, that
It's so funny to me.
is
Man
evidence.
said, "Yo, I'm about to lock in." He just turned
Yeah.
his phone. Like shit is crazy.
all right, I'm
dog.
off the grid.
When's the last time y'all turned your phone off?
Like
I did it
actively
the other day.
turn it
I
off.
did it the other day. Yeah, I did it the other day to just kind of reset it. Because something wasn't working, so like I just reset it.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I did it.
I don't know. The last time I turned my phone off. Like silent is one thing. Do not disturb.
Yeah, that's just a setting. I'm saying turn
Yeah.
your phone off.
I don't know, Big T. That's a great question.
It might be years.
I don't think
Years
mine
is wild.
might not be years, but it's months for sure.
I don't ever turn it off.
Like, what would be the point of turning? Like, if you're getting on a plane,
I think they tell you you're supposed to every few weeks to like just turn off and back on for a second, but I don't.
you know what? I'm gonna give it a
Let's
shot.
do it. Let's do a little factory reset.
Okay.
Everybody, just turn your phones off. Listeners out there too. Well, no, because you're probably listening.
You're
to
listening.
it on your
Yeah,
phone.
that's a bad idea. Bad idea, Aaron.
No.
Could be on YouTube.
Yeah, if you're not listening on your phone, go ahead and give it a little factory reset, man. Everybody just turn your phone off, turn it back on. let your battery breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
Turned it off.
Now, okay, I remember when I turned it off last. I went to a Disney cruise. It wasn't a couple. It was, yeah, it was in the summer, and this phone here, peep this. I had no idea. I'm walking at the cruise that they have like their own private island. And like you go to the island and like it's just people from the cruise that are just like, you get like 4 or 5 hours or whatever. I go, this shit is my phone's in my pocket, all my kids in the joint swimming. And they're like, come on out. I was like, fuck it, let's go. I go in the excuse me, the water, and I'm literally soaking. This bitch was in the water for like 30 minutes in my pocket. Like I was literally just chilling. And by the time I realized I didn't know, so I dried it, turned it off, turned it back on, and shit works perfectly. I don't know, by the grace of God.
I think they say they're water resistant now, but that you're still not supposed to like submerge it for any period of time.
This shit was submerged for like 30 minutes, like in the water, dog. Unreal. And this is the same one. This shit still works perfectly. Nothing wrong with it.
It's a good product.
Shout out to Tim Cook.
He's stepping down.
Tim Apple.
Tim
Right.
Apple stepping down?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be old.
He's
65.
65.
He just wants to go to Auburn games.
Is he an Auburn guy?
Oh yeah.
Or damn Eagle. What did they say why he stepping down?
I don't know if they gave a reason, but the new CEO is like a longtime vice president of the hardware engineering. So at Apple. So he's been around. John Turnus. He's been around forever.
As long as he can keep the culture alive. They kind of killed it when Steve Jobs died, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know if you remember this, but like early on, they refused to do celebrity like endorsements. Not endorsements,
Partnerships.
yeah, like for advertising. They just would never do it. Like they were like really staunch, like our product is our product. And now they don't care, they're horse. They just do it.
Yeah, what's the next Apple product that's going to come out that's going to like shock the world? Because I feel like we're overdue. They've been too quiet for too long.
I feel like it has to be something AI related, unfortunately.
They thought it was going to be the headset.
Yeah, the headset. That thing stinks.
Whoa.
When was the last time you used it?
Whoa. I think the last time the only usage I get from it is if I have a long plane ride, I'll bring it. It's amazing to watch movies on. You're not in wherever you're at. That is dope as fuck. But other than that, this shit don't do nothing. This shit kind of weak.
I'll give you that. I think I've used it to have like 3-4 different screens on at once. But
Yeah.
it feels like it's harder and harder to do that now because now if you play one, the other stops. But for a while, it was kind of cool. But then you're also just like sitting there in your living room wearing a headset by yourself, and it's not a great way to do anything.
They didn't build out any like world for it. There's nothing for it. It's just regular Apple apps on your face.
Yeah.
They didn't build, like if they built something for it, I feel like it would be better, but they didn't.
Yeah, it's an iPad for your face.
100%.
Can I use one of y'all's for my 9-hour flight to Hawaii?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
All right, I want to try it.
for sure. It's okay. The battery life not great, so you probably have to have like a separate like Mophie to plug in to the battery thing that it has.
That's fine.
Okay. But yeah, not great by Apple. And it's very expensive. It is good for like VR gaming. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. But also you're sitting there with a giant helmet on. And
You look like a
it
wolf, for
never
sure.
works right the first time. You always have to like figure out and troubleshoot something. Once they get it figured out, it'll probably be
Sure.
cool technology.
Yeah.
What would be the best movie to watch on that?
The Matrix, dog.
Ooh, Training Day.
Oh, yeah, I got to watch Training Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I'll watch it.
You should.
That's when I'll watch it.
Training Day, The Matrix, and There's another one you didn't see.
There's a lot I
Yeah,
haven't
ton.
seen.
Yeah. And just, run back to Sandlot, You may find a little soft spot in your heart for it.
It's not for me. It's not.
Just everything you love. It's baseball. It's America.
There's so
it's
many
white.
better baseball movies, though.
God, just Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
I don't
though?
hate it. I don't hate it. It's just
That
not
might be why.
my favorite.
Tommy, what's his name? Tommy with the big hats. Smalls. Come on, dog.
Ham Porter.
America. Sweet America. Beautiful movie, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Yep.
Come on, dogs.
Ham
Come
Porter, I think, makes
God.
a living now.
Baby Ruth.
He's at every card show
Yeah.
signing autographs. I'm sure he makes a great living doing it.
Mm-hmm. He was a big time kid sports movie guy.
What
right?
else was
Wasn't he
in?
also in The Big Green, the soccer movie?
I've never heard of that.
He was.
Yeah.
I forgot about the Big Green. Yep. What was the other one? The soccer kid movie that I liked. Had Rodney Dangerfield in it.
I have no idea.
Oh,
You don't remember that one?
Ladybugs, yeah.
Yeah, you go the Ladybugs. Get those nail breakers. Yeah. Back in the day, we're aging ourselves right now. Don't mind us,
Mhm.
Big T.
Yeah, my childhood soccer movie was Kicking and Screaming.
Yeah.
Good film.
Was still one of my favorites.
Bend it like
See,
that,
I haven't
though.
seen that one.
Oh, must watch.
She's the Man, another soccer movie. So good.
Can you stop doing that with the cup, please? Great film.
Give the ball to the
Give
Italians.
the ball to the Italians.
Nobody's smoking.
Do you think
I could quote that entire movie.
That and Fever Pitch.
Yeah, Fever Pitch more so, but I could do Kicking and Screaming 90%.
you think Ladybugs holds up?
Oh, probably not. No.
Maybe not.
No.
Ladybugs.
Yeah.
What's something on? I don't know that I loved it. I just remember watching it.
I mean, Rodney Dangerfield was so funny.
14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm.
That probably tracks. Yeah, that probably tracks. Yeah. I don't even recommend seeing it actually.
Forced to
Sandlot
coach a girls'
absolutely
soccer
does, though.
team, a salesman stacks it with his girlfriend's son in disguise. So this is a she's
Oh,
the
yeah.
man.
Oh
Mhm.
God, I forgot about the whole plot.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
guess it's
saying.
actually reverse.
Yeah. I forgot about that shit. Yeah, his son plays on his soccer team to help him win or some shit like
Mhm.
that. That's not flying today.
What
That's
year
not
is this
flying
from?
today.
1992.
Yeah.
Oh, this has the woman who was the mom in every Disney Channel show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know her name.
All right. More J. Edgar Hoover shit.
What a transition.
Yep. I think I pretty much reached the end of the good stuff that he did, establish the
You got one thing?
the fingerprint and the forensic stuff. I count those as two things. He probably also arrested some bad guys.
I'm sure.
Definitely arrested some bad guys. So he knew the power of the press. He knew the power of making a big show whenever he did anything. So he would try to take people out in a spectacular show of force. When he got Dillinger and had a bunch of people just shoot him on the street. That was good for his image. I'm a tough guy. I law and order, tough on crime. He was initially very, very, very anti-communist, anti-anarchist, and anti-radical. So in 1920, there were thousands of people that he rounded up, claiming that they were communists, claiming that they were anarchists. Did not really have a whole lot of evidence to support the allegations, but he arrested thousands of people in what they called the Palmer raids. And the attorney general was a man named Micheal Palmer. And after the raids and the subsequent fallout from it, they couldn't really prosecute too many people. Palmer resigned specifically because of how bad the raids were. But then Hoover kind of skated by. even though he was the one that actually like did them. They were at the direction of Palmer, but Hoover was like, yeah, let's round up these commies. And then in 1921, Hoover got named assistant director of the Bureau. And then Calvin Coolidge later appointed Herbert Hoover as director of the Bureau of Intelligence. Now, one of the things that they say that that Hoover really dropped the ball on was investigating the mafia, La Cosa Nostra, because he actually said that the mafia did not exist.
I like that. That's a big take of mine.
That they don't exist?
I'm coming around to it a little more, but yeah, I'm a big. I don't know, something about it.
That they never existed, or that they don't exist?
More so currently.
Okay, so it was a problem.
I think at some point there was some iteration of what you would call the mafia. Yeah.
And right now, you don't think that that's an issue at all?
I don't see it.
Okay.
There is a guy on TikTok who claims he was in the mafia, but he talks about all the people he killed and stuff, and I'm like, why are you not in prison?
Yeah, also, he shouldn't be saying that on TikTok.
Yeah, I think he became...
Wait, so like the drug trafficking business is like $1 billion business. Like, it's run by people that are in the mafia. A lot of them. You don't think they exist?
When you say the mafia...
Like it's not one like a mafia is just like a family or an organization that has a business around drug trafficking.
Yeah, I think there are certainly
crime.
groups of criminals that are engaged in organized criminal activities.
I think we romanticize it in movies, and I think you're thinking more
Italian.
Somewhat, yes.
Gotcha.
Big T's
Yeah,
thinking
I mean,
Italian.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think maybe Italian drug trafficking is probably minimal.
Yeah, that's all.
I don't even understand that. Maybe they are, but I don't know. But there's definitely families that are in that shit for sure.
Sure.
That's how you get the bump. That's how you get the blow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Italians.
Right.
You could question if their power was taken away, because I think that they were a much bigger force. But actually, let me rephrase. After reading about the initial raid, where the FBI started to investigate the mafia, it raises a lot of questions. So J. Edgar Hoover, he said that the mafia didn't exist. People be like, talking about organized crime in America, the Italian mob, and he was like, none of this is true. You guys are having a fever dream. Let's focus on the communists. Let's arrest more of them. They're the problem. But then 1957 came around, and in November 1957, there was a famous raid in Appalachian, which is near Binghamton, New York. Mackenzie, are you familiar with Appalachian?
Yes.
How big of a town is that?
I don't think it's that big.
Do you know anything about the raid that happened there?
I do not.
Well, first of all, that's stolen valor. They should have to rename the name of that town. But
I agree. It's upstate New York. It's
Yeah.
Poconos.
yeah,
It's not
Yeah,
Appalachia.
My culture's not your custom.
Correct. So there was a guy up there that lived in Appalachia named Joseph Barbera, and he was a beverage distributor. And he was also he was known to law enforcement, put it that way. He had a meeting at his house with about 60 people that came by. Some would call that a party. But he had a lot of people over at his house in this tiny town in Appalachian. And there was a local police sergeant named Edgar Croswell that overheard this guy, Barbera's son, trying to book rooms at a hotel nearby, calling like for a lot of rooms. And Croswell was like, what's this guy up to? I know that he's a criminal. Why is he having this many people here? So he called up his boss, and he's like, I need reinforcements, and let's set up a barricade, because I'm seeing that there's a lot of out-of-state license plates that are meeting at this house. So they set up a series of barricades outside of his house, and they arrested about 60 people that said that they were that would later be claimed to be in the mafia. They were heads of families, and they were known to their own local law enforcement situations, and they were all meeting together at this one house. And then that made the Department of Justice and the FBI revise their entire way of operating, and they started to arrest a lot of Italian criminals after that. So you be the judge. Is that evidence of a mafia? Having a big party
I guess we'll see.
with 60 Italians at it? Is that a crime? The crime was having 60 Italians from different states at the same location. How many Italians is too much?
You tell me, what is the number?
It's obviously a conversation that somebody had to have.
60, we all agree. That's a crime. 60 Italians, too many. Is 50?
That's actually hilarious.
If
40?
If they're from the same state, I'm okay with 60 Italians. But if we're doing out-of-state plates, there's something going on. And I can say this, I'm part Italian.
Sure.
1% Sicilian, yeah. But honestly, this is it's pretty crazy that this is what it was that made them be like, yeah, the mob is real. Like, it was one party that they had.
It's a lot of
It
Italians.
says the population there is 2,000.
The population of
76.
Appalachian?
Yeah,
So it's a very small town.
very small. I used to drive through it when I'd go to college. It was on my way.
Yeah. So the FBI's New York field office was put under a microscope because they should have been investigating the activities at the Appalachian estate. So they had 400 special agents at the FBI that were assigned to trying to find subversives, meaning communists, anarchists, things like that. And they had 4 that were in charge of investigating organized crime. 4. So before 1950s, almost every single file that J. Edgar Hoover collected was about communists. And then after that, there were some that were on criminals and gangsters, but they ended up having files on 25 million people over the course of J. Edgar Hoover's career. And before this raid, just about 0 of them were about criminals, gangsters, things like that. They were all about communists. He saw communists as being the number one threat to America. It was, after World War II, it was the Cold War, so he thought that was priority number 1. But then when they found this evidence of the mob going on, Hoover was like, let's do a anti-mob task force. And so he created the Top Hoodlum program, which is that's pretty fucking cool, right? The Top Hoodlum program. We can agree that's an awesome name for a program. And he used that to like track the top 10. He would put wiretaps, and the mafia fought back a little bit. And the mafia, a lot of people think that the mafia and Hoover had a relationship beforehand, and it was only until the giant meeting that made him take notice of it. But a lot of people think that the mafia was blackmailing Hoover beforehand, or at least bribing him, by means of illicit photographs, and that's why Hoover did not go after the mafia until he had to. So we can talk about some of the speculation of what those photographs might have been, and why Hoover would have not paid attention to like a massive group of organized criminals operating right under his nose. But he was suspected of being a deeply closeted gay man for his entire life, to the point where when he died, he confirmed bachelor his entire life. When he died as a federal agent, they fold up the flag, and they typically hand that flag to your widow. In this case, they folded up the flag and they handed it to his longtime best friend, his handsome longtime best friend that was also a loyal lieutenant in his FBI. They worked together their entire life. His name was Clyde Tolson. So Clyde Tolson was the deputy. He was he was regarded as being commonly accepted to be J. Edgar Hoover's longtime boyfriend. I don't know that they lived together for their entire lives. Off and on, but they would eat dinner together every night. They would hang out all the time. And the speculation is that the mob might have had some photographs of J. Edgar and old Clyde. And then there was also the cross-dressing rumors. So,
would you rather live your life now or be like a top mob guy in the 50s?
ooh. Top mob guy in the 50s sounds pretty good.
You get killed at 64.
Die with my shoes on?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Not in the face.
Would you?
I want to have an open casket for my family.
So if they're going to kill you, what would you want to happen to you?
Do I see it coming?
Yeah, you're executed.
Okay. But again, shot in like the chest.
Why would you want that? That's worse.
Open casket for the family.
You're going to get your chest blown open and then have an open casket?
Yeah. So the wife, the kids, the guma. Yeah. I want to come by, pay their respects.
All right, you can get killed however you want.
Oh no, it was a Gumar.
You don't know Gumar? Gumar is the girlfriend.
I think I
That's
do.
the girlfriend.
Huh?
That's the girlfriend.
Side
Yeah.
joke? Yeah, okay.
That's the girlfriend. Yeah. If you watch like Goodfellas or The Sopranos, they're like, I think it's in Goodfellas where it's like Fridays are for the Gumar, Saturdays for the wife, Sundays for the family, for the kids. that was like their rule back in
It's
the
the
day.
original Saturdays are for the boys.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. No, I don't. I got a pretty good life right now, Big T.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know if being a gangster in the 50s was probably pretty sweet.
That shit sucked, bro. What are you talking about?
If you were a top gangster,
Dog shit, man.
Top
You still don't
hoodlum?
got no GPS.
That's the first
Fucking-
thing you go to?
Absolutely, bro.
No
the
iPhone.
funnest shit you could do in the 50s is torture nowadays.
But you didn't know it existed, so
But you do.
true.
yeah.
They had golf.
Trash. That shit was trash back then. The balls weren't going as far.
So
The
true.
courses weren't
They're
as
about to not
nicely-
go as far either.
You had to hit with
Black people weren't allowed to go on the courses, Big T.
a Bagger
That's
Vance.
fair enough.
Oh, what a good movie.
Trash. There's nothing I want to do in the 50s. Yo, this era is the era I want to be in. And honestly, it might be the best era of all time because the shit's going to happen after we gone. It's going to be fucking stupid. It might be stupid. This AI shit's pretty stupid.
What if we're living in the last, like, real... Like, I don't know how to phrase this. In 20 years, everything just might be fake. Like, you might just do everything...
Surrogate.
Yeah,
You might have a
you won't even
surrogate.
have, like, a real life.
Yeah, you might have your consciousness uploaded to a Tesla bot, and he goes out and does shit for you. Wally, and you just sit in your room, getting big as shit.
What if we live through the last, like, time of people living their lives fully autonomous?
Could be, man. You seen Wally?
Yeah, of course.
Could be like Wally, bro. We're just hovering around on our little moped hoverboards, watching our screens.
Mm-hmm.
Eva.
Yeah, I don't know. What would your day be like in the 1950s if you were top hoodlum?
Trash.
You wake up, probably have like, what town are we living in here, Big T? New York or Vegas?
No, Northeast for sure.
Okay, so-
Ah,
Jersey,
even
New York?
worse.
Yeah, let's say Jersey City.
Okay, Jersey City. I wake up in the morning. Probably not in that big of a house, right? Probably like,
Oh, let's say you're out in Jersey a little bit.
oh, okay. All right.
You gotta put a suit on.
Yeah, I put my suit on. Yeah, I think I
It's
have.
a sick suit.
I
though.
wear my suit before breakfast even.
That's the one thing this era doesn't do. We don't dress up anymore. Like, we do comfort. Back then, like, everybody dressed up. Everybody had, like, there was a like public decorum, like a public fashion decorum. We don't have that no more.
Bro, people went to baseball games in suits 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta dress up.
Or
And
get
that
on
shit
flights. Full
I
suit.
would like to see the flight. The airport has gotten a little too out of control.
Okay, Sean Duffy.
Who shot the
What does it matter to anyone
Secretary
else?
of Transportation that wants to put pull-up bars in airports.
I don't know about all that. You just can't wear pajamas.
I have no problem with pajamas.
Who cares?
You gotta be comfortable on a long ass flight, B.
Yeah, what's
Wear
wrong?
wear a pair of sweatpants.
But I
That is
think some
pajamas.
people are saying
No,
like sweatpants are
I'm
pajamas.
talking about like Cookie Monster pajama pants.
I love
How
that. I
often
love
are you
that.
actually seeing that in the
But
airport?
I've never
Almost
I haven't seen
every
that
time.
in 10 years.
No way.
I'll take a picture on Friday.
Okay.
I never once thought that was a problem until I was recently told that I should have a problem with pajamas on airplanes.
Right.
It
It's
never-
like a,
Who
a
told you
fabricated
that?
problem.
It doesn't
I
matter.
think you might have told me that.
It's impossible. I don't know.
It
I haven't wore shoes on a plane in 10 years.
okay, so wait. All right,
That's
so wait.
disgusting.
You do when you get on the plane, do you
You're
have
wearing
shoes?
Slides.
Slides.
Okay.
With socks or no?
Yeah, always with socks.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's-
Okay.
That's fine.
If you said no.
I thought you were saying like you got on a plane.
Do I
you
look
took
like
your
a no
shoe-
socks kind of guy? Is that the vibe I give off?
I thought you were saying you get on the plane and you take your shoes off.
Same.
Yeah.
No, I just haven't worn shoes.
Okay.
Well,
like-
I mean-
like closed. Yeah.
He kind of does have his shoes off.
Yeah. True.
Absolutely.
If you're just wearing slides, I mean.
Yeah, and then I slide them underneath the thing. Absolutely.
Oh, so you take even the slides off.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
So when we were talking about having your shoes off on a plane the other day, you didn't feel
You don't wanna
compelled
bring
to
it
speak up?
then?
Well, I mean, I didn't feel like you were talking about me.
I didn't know I was.
Because if my slides is on, there's not much difference if they're off. There's no difference.
I agree with you.
That's what we're saying.
So yeah, I'm a shoes off on the plane guy. I am the culprit.
That's a little nuts.
Shoes off on the plane?
Yeah.
Annika does it. She always posts about it.
I don't like that.
Like I don't got my feet all like in people's faces. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but for people that do take their shoes off on a plane, it's not that they're in your face; it's that they're in the vicinity, and your feet probably smell.
My feet don't smell, dog. What do you mean?
Well,
That's
you're, not if you have slides on all day. I agree; they're getting air, a constant airflow. But if you got
99 times out of 100, I'm coming from my house to the airport, fresh out the shower, new socks on, brand new socks.
brand new socks, you put on a
Brand
brand
new
new pair of
socks.
socks every time you fly.
I'm kind of anal about socks, dog. Like I got a lot of socks.
I think that the vast
How many
majority
socks
of
do you have?
people, I do have a lot of socks too. Aaron, you're probably you're talking the number one. When I signed my extension at Barstool Sports, the very first thing that I did, I went across the street to like TJ Maxx or whatever it was, and I came back with like 70 pairs of fresh socks.
Well, that's not where
remember
you're going to be
that.
buying socks.
And then I laid down. I put them out on my bed like it was the cash in Breaking Bad. I just
love
laid
that.
down on brand new socks because that's all I ever wanted.
Made a sock angel.
That's
I love it.
All I ever wanted was enough money to just constantly refresh my socks, like once, maybe twice a year, all new socks.
I'm with you. I'm a sock guy.
Yeah.
I got fresh socks a lot of the times. I got new socks. It's rare that I don't got like fresh socks on. And I don't have any kind of like hoarder feelings with them. I depart. I don't need them.
Yeah,
Like if they've outworn their welcome, like it's time to go.
yeah.
New socks. So I'll be fresh on the plane.
All right, you might be fresh on the plane. A lot of people aren't when they take their shoes off, though.
It's fair, dog. It's dusty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have questionable socks, that's dusty characteristics, and you got to like grow up a little bit.
Yep, I agree. But yeah, if I was head of the mafia back in the 50s, wake up, have breakfast, somebody comes in as you're reading the paper, someone walks in, they tell me about some issue I got to take care of. Then I have somebody go out and take care of that issue.
Hey, yo, Tommy at the deli didn't pay his due diligence.
I told him. I'm done talking.
yeah, and that's the thing. You got lieutenants. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to do all this shit.
Yeah, it feels like, also, if I'm the head of the mafia, here's the thing. Head of the mafia back in the day, a lot of decisions you got to make.
Sure.
Like, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I don't know that it really be that fun.
What's the fun shit you gonna do though? You know what I'm saying? You go to a Yankee game maybe.
Yeah, like, what do you do?
You got good seats.
What do you
at
do that's
Yankee
just like
Stadium.
full on, you're off the clock, having fun.
Where do you go? Like a skating rink? I don't know.
Do they play like poker or like cards?
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, I'd play some cards. I guess my final answer, Big T, is I'd rather be me right now.
Yeah. What? Well, I don't know if you want to put a number on it. What at what income threshold now would you have to be before you'd rather?
That's wild.
Like, would you rather be making
If I was making like $25,000 a year right now,
right?
or be the head of the mafia in the 50s,
Yeah.
probably head of the mafia in the 50s. I think,
Okay.
yeah. Get head of the mafia in the 50s. How much do you think you're pulling in then? Like in today's cash?
I mean, I don't know.
Because remember, this is before they got like into drugs. Drugs were, you do drugs.
What were they doing?
I have to say goodbye.
What were they making money?
Making money on like local gambling,
Okay.
running numbers.
I thought they was always into drugs. No?
No, they didn't like drugs at all. The old school
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
they thought that associating with drugs meant that you would then bring in like unsavory, untrustworthy criminals.
Huh. Yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
not up on my mafia lore.
Yeah.
So in today's money, if they weren't doing drugs, top guys were probably making
There's gambling, things fall off a truck that you can then sell.
300.
In today's money,
Yeah.
300,000
Yeah.
for the top guy? No, I think way more than that.
Way more.
I think way more. Yeah.
Million?
I think you were probably making like top guys $3 to $5 million a year.
No.
Adjusted for inflation.
No.
I think so, yeah.
That's a lot.
We can look it up.
I don't know that there's reliable
See,
data on
you
that.
kind of did that in the 50s. You'd have to go to a library.
Yeah.
True.
And then you would have to go to the Dewey Decimal System.
Mm-hmm.
Say that one more time.
Dewey Decimal. I fucked it up.
Okay.
Did you know that you can request your FBI files?
Yeah, it's
Really?
public.
Yeah, you can see if the FBI has a file on you.
How do you do that?
I think the FBI website.
Should
has
we
a way
all
they
do
can-
that?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should do that.
They
So
got
just
me
go
on
to
some list.
FBI.com.
You can just Google it and be like, how do I get access to my FBI files? And it's a process. I don't think it's immediate.
Oh.
I'm in.
You're in? You've hacked into the mainframe?
Yep.
I love that shit.
Is it just is it a FOIA request?
It's an e-FOIPA. It's some offshoot of FOIA. Yeah.
You can find your FBI file by submitting a Freedom of Information / Privacy Act request online by mail or via email.
I'm on the FBI Vault, which I don't know how. It's a government website. I searched my name. I was kidnapped 22 times.
What?
Yeah. In different varieties.
There have been 22 Madeline Conroys that have been kidnapped?
It says, actually, I don't know if it's 22. There's 22 results of me, and all of them are from before I was born, but most of them are massacres, kidnappings, and massacres and kidnapping. The Bremer kidnapping, whatever that is.
That's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Poor girl.
I'm signing up right now.
And FOIA logs from 1980 through 1999. I wonder if that has anything to do with me being born.
Can you look up Arian's name?
Arian Foster.
I bet you it's people like at the FBI doing fantasy football drafts. Like on an email thread. I guarantee you there's somebody that's talking about that.
On my end, I see little to do. There's a FOIA log in 2016. But I can't.
That's when we took a knee. That could be that.
Interesting. Actually, probably. Yeah.
I probably tracks. Yeah, I probably tracks.
Who was the head of the FBI then?
I'll tell you. FBI.
Comey,
Was
right?
it Comey? Wasn't it?
Was that Comey?
16.
Well,
Think so.
Yep, Comey.
they got him for you, Arian. They finally got him.
Is he
They nailed that son of a bitch.
James Comey? He in trouble right now
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he indicted.
for
Indicted?
Okay, so the indictment is for threatening to kill or physically harm the president of the United States.
Oh, you can get like half the country with that shit right now.
Oh, he got indicted again yesterday.
He made a post, I believe on Instagram,
The 8647.
out of seashells
That's
at
him?
the beach that said 8647.
Got it. I saw Cash Patel's clip about that.
So unquestionably that meant that he wanted to kill Donald Trump.
with,
that's what
with
the-
seashells.
That's what the Department of Justice, like, Comey is just an emotional, messy poster. The fact that he made it out of seashells is very funny to me. It's like so solemn, and he thinks he's being poetic. Comey definitely spends like 6 hours in the field every day writing poetry about his best arrests that he's ever had.
Also, I'm on the FBI's like list of previous FBI directors.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Mueller took office as the FBI director exactly 1 week before 9/11. What bad timing.
Yeah, that's tough.
Your first week on the job, 9/11 happens.
Yeah, that's bad.
And you're the FBI
They
director.
they had intelligence before that though, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
They kind of
Yeah, if you're like 1 week on the job, I don't think anybody was like it's Mueller's fault.
No,
You're
no,
You're
no,
still
no.
like you're getting the keys to various offices at that point.
Also, what a chin on that guy.
Big chin, yeah, huge chin.
But yeah, that's a tough start to the job.
I got to track down my FBI file, see if I have one.
gotta do that. Don't put my assistant on it because I went to their website and that shit looks like a homework assignment. I'm off it.
You put your assistant on it,
Yeah, I'm going to say I need you to get my FBI files, please.
and your assistant will do that.
Yeah, it's my assistant.
Would that include, like, you know how in the Epstein files and all that, there's just emails of, like, just random people. Would this include, like, if Comey had Arian on his fantasy football team and he said something about it, would that be in there?
I think so. Yeah, like that might be different. That might be because I know that a lot of people have files on them, and Hoover started that at the FBI, just like personally investigating and keeping files on specific Americans that he suspected of being anti-American. I think accessing those is different from a general Freedom of Information Act request, which would be, I would like to see every internal email at the FBI that included the name Arian Foster.
So that's probably what we want.
I would like to see that too. Yeah, I'd like to see both. Because for Arian, it's the chances of him having an FBI file are not zero for the kneeling thing, because that is something that like Hoover would have done. Obviously, like Comey's a little bit different than Hoover, but for a long time, Hoover kept files on anyone that showed any semblance of anti-American activity, and that's what they said Arian was doing. And Kaepernick, when they took knees, like they were saying
I like
anti-American.
the way you phrased that. I like the way you phrased that. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The accusation was that you hate America,
Absolutely.
which is why they would have kept the file on you.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Could be. I'll report back when I get my file.
So he kept a list. Hoover kept a list of subversives. Here's some names on that list. There's one that's just, I'm going to save it for last. Okay, but these are the following people were on his list of potential American subversives: Marilyn Monroe, Muhammad Ali, Eleanor Roosevelt, that's the first lady, Jackie Robinson, John Lewis, MLK, Walt Disney, Charlie Chaplin, the Monkees, Lucille Ball, Rock Hudson, Truman Capote, John Lennon, Yoko Ono, Gene Seberg.
Oh no, what's on this list?
I mean, Eleanor Roosevelt being on there is kind of wild, like the first lady.
Yeah, like you kind of like, hey, yo, I don't know about this dude's wife, but he
Yeah.
also was. So I was just reading this thing real quick. Anthony Summers in 1993
Mhm.
described Hoover as a bisexual with failed heterosexuality.
Okay.
Maybe just had something against women.
He might have. Yeah. John Denver was on the list. Abbott and Costello.
I'm personally offended by that.
Which one? Costello?
Abbott and Costello.
I mean, those are two All-American. They're in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Costello probably because he was Italian.
Mm.
Abbott. What's Abbott doing on this list? Yeah.
No, what's on second?
Yeah. What's on second? I don't know. Plays third, right?
I forget
Can
all
you
of them.
can you do the lineup?
Yeah, I don't know third base.
Who's on first? What's on second?
I don't know third base.
Yeah.
Is today and tomorrow, are they on the
That's-
team? Or
I
they
think
maybe
so-
pitcher or
I think
catcher?
so. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. All timer.
Look up that lineup. Look up that lineup. I got who on my fantasy team?
Okay, do you want the whole thing?
Yeah.
First base who? Second base what? Third base I don't know. Shortstop I don't give a damn. Left field why? Center field because. Right field unnamed in the routine. Pitcher tomorrow, catcher today.
So they didn't even talk about right field.
Yeah.
That's kind of that's an oversight on Abbott Costello's part. Did they do anything else besides who's on first?
That's the only thing I know of them.
Yeah, but it was a banger.
They're in the Baseball Hall of Fame because of it.
Yeah, it was a banger. Arian, you familiar with that?
No,
You don't know who's on first?
I am not. What is that?
Must watch.
Yeah, go watch who's on first.
I don't know that there's any really comedy from the 1940s that could make me laugh, but this other than who's on first. It's still hilarious.
I haven't watched it in years.
Why? Because nobody. I don't know. I don't give a darn what, who.
No, you got to
tomorrow.
watch it.
Yeah, watch it later. Watch it later.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch it, guys.
But then other names on that list, Aretha Franklin was on there, and then the one that I left off and wanted to save to the end. On the
rate on there.
I no idea, but on the list of his subversives, anti-American subversives, was also Helen Keller.
Hell yeah. Hell
mean-
yeah. You never know with her, dog. You know what I mean?
What's she hiding?
Have we done an episode on Helen Keller?
I don't know that we have.
I don't.
I don't think we have.
The
think we have.
the
We need to,
Helen Keller, the perfect cover story.
I don't think we have.
because that
I don't
shit's
think we
fake
have.
as hell.
No, we have not.
That's next week.
All right, next week we Helen Kellerin it up.
But J. Edgar Hoover thought that she needed to be monitored, I guess. I don't know. I can't imagine why.
I like that.
Why?
Because something
Keep an
was
eye?
up.
Keep an eye.
That there's no way. The whole Helen. We'll do this next week. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's wild. She was a wild story.
She was on an FBI watch list because she was I guess she was a communist or a socialist. But that's what the FBI said. She was an activist that would raise awareness and kind of like try to help people that were blind, help other people that were blind, and let people know like we need to put more thought and care into public facilities for blind people, which I think is probably a very good thing that we hadn't thought much about until then.
And he ain't fuck with that.
And he was like, "This sounds like socialism to me." Yeah. And I think I don't know. We can talk more about Helen Keller. There's a lot of different reasons why people can be blind. I'm all speculating here. A lot of different reasons why people can be blind. One would be like congenital; they're born and they can't see. One would be like something happens to them as a kid. Another would be like if they work in an unsafe work environment and they're blinded by machinery or chemicals. And if you start lobbying for people in their workplace too hard, especially back in Helen Keller's day, that's starting to sound a lot like communism, like the union conversation.
Well, fuck with unions here.
That might be a reason why. But yeah, he had a file on Helen Keller. I hope that he was getting constant updates on like what she did today. I mean, Helen Keller, the fact that we'll get into Helen Keller. I'm glad that Big T is a truther.
I feel strongly about Helen Keller.
Okay. People also think that Hoover might have been part of the JFK assassination.
Oh yeah, really?
Yep.
In what way?
So when Kennedy got shot, LBJ became president, and Hoover was boys with LBJ. And Hoover was supposed to retire the day that he turned 70. But the fact that he was friends with LBJ meant that LBJ could give him an exemption and let him stick around for additional 9 years until he died. There was also the fact that Lee Harvey Oswald dropped off a note with the FBI. He dropped it off in Dallas 10 days before the shooting of JFK. And the note that he dropped off was for a guy named James Hosty. And then Hosty destroyed that note the day that Oswald was shot to destroy that evidence. And then he acknowledged that there was a note in 1975, and he said it was a note from Lee Harvey Oswald to this guy to stop harassing my wife. But he destroyed it because it looked bad that the FBI had received some sort of communication from the assassin 10 days before the assassin shot Kennedy. Sounds kind of fishy to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people say that Hoover knew about the different plots to shoot Kennedy. People also think that Oswald might have been an FBI informant, and the FBI told him to kill Kennedy. And the other scenario is that Oswald told the FBI that there were plots to kill Kennedy, and then Jack Ruby was an FBI informant, and then Jack Ruby killed Oswald after the fact to cover up at the request of the FBI. So the idea that he was a cross-dresser or transvestite comes from one source.
Like transvestite.
Yeah, like dress up in like a man who dresses as a woman.
I thought a transvestite was somebody who has both parts.
That's intersex.
Yeah.
Really?
Or hermaphrodite. You might be thinking hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite. Maybe
Yeah.
there was an ite.
Yeah, transvestite. You don't really hear about transvestite that much anymore. Back in like the 90s and 2000s, it was like, yeah, if you a cross-dressing person, transvestite. But there are rumors that Hoover liked to get dressed up as a woman, especially at parties. Like get dressed up in full drag, wearing like heels, stockings, dresses, makeup, wig, that whole thing. That
Gender
all
affirming. Yeah.
that comes from the from a report from one person. So there was one person. She was a society divorcee, a socialite from Washington D.C. named Susan Rosenstiel.
What a name.
And I believe she was also a convicted perjurist. She committed perjury.
Okay.
So she's like a convicted liar.
Perjurite.
Perjurite?
Oh, I'm making
A socialite perjurite?
I don't know.
Yeah. So who knows if that part's true, but she said that she was at a party at the Plaza Hotel, 1958, and Hoover showed up wearing a fluffy black dress with flounces and lace stockings and high heels and a black curly wig, wearing false eyelashes, a short skirt. He was sitting there in the living room of the suite with his legs crossed. Roy Cohn introduced him to me as Mary, and he replied, "Good evening. You never see anything like it. I couldn't believe it that I should see the head of the FBI dressed as a woman." So this woman is the only source, and she is, as I said, she perjured herself in an unrelated case in the 1970s, and then she became the subject of an FBI investigation because of her husband's bootlegging connections. But there are some connections to Roy Cohn and J. Edgar Hoover. Roy Cohn is the lawyer. He was the chief counsel of Joseph McCarthy during the communist witch hunts of the 1950s. He was also the guy that gave Donald Trump his start in New York politics, and his fixer, his advice guy, super connected lawyer in New York, probably the most feared lawyer in the history of New York. And he was boys with J. Edgar Hoover. Roy Cohn was also a gay man that denied he was gay, and he died in 1986 of AIDS, saying that it wasn't AIDS. And he would he would hang out and party quite a bit with J. Edgar Hoover. So I don't know. You make the call on that one. He might have gotten dressed up at a couple parties, but the fact that this one lady said it followed him around for the rest of his life, and that's where like everybody gets the idea that he was like a constant cross-dresser comes from. So that part might not have been true, but he did live with his mom until he was 40, and he had a very handsome deputy, Clyde Tolson, that probably dated until they both died.
Was he living with his mom when he was head of the FBI?
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
I see. You know how we were talking about like our ideal head of the FBI last week? And like what we would, instead of a guy like Cash Patel, cool guy. I'm sure I'd like to watch a hockey game with Cash. Maybe like go out to a few bars.
Maybe go to his girlfriend's concert.
Yeah, check out his girlfriend's concert. Do I want this guy like working in the FBI, let alone heading it? No. Like I don't want any of my friends. I can't name a single person that I know that I would want to head the FBI. So not necessarily like a knock against you as a person, but we were talking about like our ideal FBI director the other week, where it's like a guy that he goes home, he eats the same dinner every night at like 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. because he works all day, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, he's taking
That's late.
He's taking meetings late. He's a workaholic.
You want a psychopath? You want a man on fire? You want a psychopath at the head?
I want a guy that is no nonsense. Cash is like 90% nonsense, maybe more. And nonsense is great in certain regards. Not to head the FBI, but
Are you saying that living with your mom at 40 is
Yeah.
something you would want or not want?
I think I would probably be okay with, yeah.
Interesting.
You never had time to like get your own place. Like work becomes your spouse, you know? She's always like, go out, meet a nice girl. So, mother, I'm too busy with my cases.
Mm.
But he takes good care of her. He takes good care of his mom. That's
Sure.
like his number one thing. She's actually the one that's like trying to drag him out of the house on a Saturday to go like play bingo. And he's like, I can't. I got to solve this kidnapping.
Go on with this tomfoolery, Mom.
Yeah, I'll pick you up, mother. Just give me a call. So he drops her off at bingo. Then he just goes right to the office, picks her up later, goes home, has his one nice glass of scotch maybe on a Saturday, and that's it. That's the nonsense that I want from my FBI director. So I'm not going to hold it against J. Edgar Hoover, the fact that he lived at home until he was 40, that's a long time to live at home now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he kept files on everybody, as I said, had his own very special vendettas against everyone. He was power hungry. But the FBI, as we know it, exists pretty much in the image that he set forth for it. So he built the FBI from the ground up. So everything about it, that is directly like from his brain, the use of informants, the use of wiretaps, like when he wiretapped MLK, that was probably against the law, definitely against the law. And he wiretapped JFK's bedroom. He had his intelligence chief put a microphone in MLK's bedroom, and then after that, he sent MLK a recording of him having sex, just being like, "Hey, you should probably kill yourself because we caught you having sex."
Yeah, no, they actually sent a letter to him saying like you should kill yourself.
Yeah.
He was like upset. He called Martin Luther King like the greatest threat to American.
Yep.
The American way. Like, yo, he was obsessed with black liberation movements. Got Fred Hampton killed. Wanted to disrupt the Black Panthers, and so the Black Panthers were known for. You'll hear some dingbats still say to this day that the Black Panthers were a terrorist organization, but like literally all they did was like they had free breakfast programs.
Mm-hmm.
So they were giving people free breakfast and free healthcare in the neighborhoods that they was in. And when reported back to him that that's what they were doing, he was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Do that shit. Yeah. He just wanted to disband it.
Yeah.
Because Black Panthers were communists, though.
Yeah, he did say that he saw the civil rights movement and anti-war movement as going hand in hand. And so if you supported one, you supported the other, and you were a communist. and he called the civil rights movement the greatest threat to the stability of the American government since the Civil War. They're enemies of the state. In particular, MLK Jr. was an enemy of the state. And he went to Bobby Kennedy and John Kennedy and told them, like, hey, this MLK guy, he's bad news. He's a communist, and they're using you. So if you like MLK and you endorse MLK and what he stands for, they're actually secretly going to bring in a bunch of communists behind that. And they're going to infect the United States with communism. So you better stop hanging out with him. I'm going to wiretap him. And he said that he sent his guy, Mr. Wiener, to go wiretap the bedrooms. And Wiener said when it came down to bugging bedrooms, you had to be careful not to get caught. But there wasn't anything to stop him. He decided up to a point where the boundaries of the law were when it came to black bag jobs, break-ins, bugging, surveillance, and the constitutionality of getting secret intelligence on America's enemies, both real and imagined. And the FBI also, this is where it gets kind of crazy, they also bugged JFK and taped him having sex. And if you got information about that, you're never going to get fired. So he had blackmail like on his boss.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So he's the reason why there's a 10-year limit on FBI director.
Because no one man can have all that power.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Famous. Shout out Kanye. Yeah, he was doing too much. He started getting too much power and started doing way too much crazy shit.
I think we ended up owning him, though, in the long term, because the building, the J. Edgar Hoover building, is an absolute trash-looking building.
A lot of the government buildings in D.C. are, though.
Yeah, that's true.
They all look Russian.
As the Hoover building in particular it's terrible. It's a disgusting looking building. A low-rise office building.
You'd think for a city with so many monuments and ornate stuff, like the government buildings would be nice, but they're terrible.
Yeah, off the top of my head, the nicest government buildings in Washington, D.C., I would say the White House is a nice looking building.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the Department of the Interior building and all that stuff.
I think 1-1 is just the Kennedy Center. It's not even like a department, though, just for the arts. That's a really nice looking building.
The Congressional Office building is nice-ish.
Yeah.
But like I stayed one time, my hotel was right next to, I think it was the Department of Education.
Yeah.
And it was just like the worst looking brutalist building you've ever seen.
Let's see. I'm looking up one right now because I think I remember the Health and Human Services building. Oh, no, that's a bad one, too.
They're all just concrete blocks.
Yeah, it's a really bad one. That might be the worst now that I'm looking at it. This one. See that?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Terrible building. It does look like the government, though.
I think I walked through there one time.
But yeah, Hoover building stinks. Hoover Dam is awesome. But that's different Hoover.
I didn't know that.
That would be Herbert Hoover.
Really?
Yeah. Today's Macrodosing is brought to you by Stella Blue Coffee. It's more than just great coffee. It's coffee with a purpose. That's why we started We Brew to Rescue. It's a nationwide campaign using proceeds from our new ready-to-drink cans to fund 1,000 pet adoptions this year. Every can you crack open helps a real pet find a real home. Simple as that. It's made with 100% Colombian coffee. Each 11-ounce can delivers smooth, drinkable energy with a boost of protein available in espresso cafe mocha and espresso sweet cream, built for mornings, long days, everything in between. Drink Stella Blue, fuel your day, and save a pet's life. That will do it for today's episode of Macrodosing. We're doing Helen Keller next week. Okay, Big T?
Looking forward to it.
You down?
Always.
There was a guy that said that somewhere in history.
There probably is. We are Penn State.
I'm lost.
All right, love you guys.
Goodbye.